The movie starts with the introduction of the main character's father, Scott, who is frantically searching for his lost daughter, Jennifer, who's been missing for 6 weeks. The story takes us back in time to 6 weeks prior, presenting Jennifer, the protagonist, now considered missing. She's embarking on a journey with her boyfriend Darius and their group of friends, Mila, Adam, Gary, and Lewis. Their destination? A neighboring town where they plan to hike through the forest. After a relaxed evening at a town bar, Jennifer and Darius notice a creepy figure shadowing their room from the outside, a chilling hint that they might be under surveillance. Perhaps the unsettling discovery, they decide to ignore it, choosing instead to celebrate in their private moments. As the dawn breaks, Jennifer decides to start her day with a jog, and during her route, she encounters Edith, a young local woman. She also catches sight of a small girl named Ruthie, who observes Jennifer from a distance. Soon after, riding on a wave of high spirits, the group embarks on their eagerly awaited hike. While they're traveling, Darius recommends taking a side trip to an abandoned nearby old military base. After some discussion, the friends decide to step off the conventional route and embrace the thrill of the unknown. However, their unexpected journey becomes quickly frightening when a huge log starts rolling downhill towards them. As they rush to get out of its path, they're shocked to see the terrible sight of Gary, his head brutally smashed by the unstoppable log. After this shocking incident, Jennifer spots a mysterious man observing them from afar. He vanishes as quickly as he appeared, leaving the group terrified. Despite their fear and confusion, they push forward, determined to find their way out of the woods, which they now assume to be not fun, but dangerous. As night falls and rain descends, they decide to set up camp. Amid the sound of roaring thunder, Jennifer glimpses a shadowy figure outside her tent once more. This eerie sight confirms their growing suspicions. Someone's been watching them since their adventure began. As the new day begins, the group discovers Mila is missing and their cell phones have somehow vanished. Jennifer recounts her late-night sightings of a suspicious figure lurking near their camp, sparking concern among the others. Determined to find Mila, they set off. During their search, they cross paths with Ruthie, the quiet little girl Jennifer encountered in town. Adam makes a split-second decision to follow her, but suddenly his leg is trapped in a chain. To the group's horror, the chain swiftly pulls him into a deep hole in the ground. Unable to rescue Adam, the group resolves to find a way down the mountain to seek help. Soon they spot two shadowy figures in old hunting gear and animal skulls, carrying what seems to be a bound Adam on a makeshift stretcher. Alarmed Darius, Jennifer, and Lewis bravely confront the two masked individuals. Darius confronts the men, demanding to know about Mila, but his words seem to fall on deaf ears. In a sudden act of strength, Adam frees himself, seizing a large branch to attack one of his captors. Believing they killed Mila, Adam takes revenge, striking his captor over and over, ultimately killing him. The other captor manages to escape during the chaos, just as Adam justifies his lethal act by stating he believed they killed Mila. She suddenly appears, shocking the group. Mila explains she'd merely gone for a private moment and hid when she noticed the strange men wandering around. Jennifer points out to Adam that his act of killing was unnecessary, but he defends himself, stating his belief was that they had captured him with the intention to eventually kill him. As the group continues their journey to find a way out of the forest, Darius steps on a hidden wire which sets off a trap that hits him in the shoulder. Though injured, he survives. Suddenly, a man dressed like a tree grabs Lewis. Adam, panicked, runs away with Mila following him. Mila unfortunately falls into a pit trap with sharp wooden stakes and is badly hurt. A man wearing a skull mask appears and ends her suffering with a final blow, not because he's evil, but to ease her pain. Adam gets tripped up by a vine and is captured. Jennifer and Darius try to hide among some rocks but are also captured. Soon after, Jennifer wakes up in a dark hole, tied up. She realizes that she, Darius, Adam, and Lewis are all captives. They're made to walk through a forest camp. where they see people living simple lives. They learn that these people are part of the Foundation, a self-sustaining community that has lived in the forest for hundreds of years, cut off from modern society. They're taken to a dark underground cave. A man named Venable, the leader of the Foundation, enters. He tells them they are in a court and on trial for murder. The murder committed by Adam. It turns out Edith, the woman from town, is Venable's daughter. Another man speaks up, revealing that he and his now dead brother were hunting and had set traps for animals. They found Adam injured in one of their traps and wanted to help him, but the group attacked them and Adam killed his brother. Jennifer tries to defend their actions, saying the scary masks and clothing made them think they were in danger. The leader explains they wear these outfits for hunting. The leader asks Ruthie, the little girl who has been silently watching them, who killed the man. She points to Adam. The court decides that Adam is guilty and sentences him to death. In a desperate move, Adam breaks free and grabs Ruthie, holding a knife to her. But Ruthie fights back, stabbing him in the leg, which makes him let her go. The leader then tells Jennifer, Darius, and Lewis that they are guilty of not telling the truth and sentences them to darkness, which means being locked in pitch black cells. This part of the movie shows that the people of the Foundation are not inherently evil, but have their own way of life and justice. Venable explains to Jennifer that they chose to live in the forest as it provides everything they need. Everyone in their community contributes and works together harmoniously. There's no war, no disease, and no conflicts. Then he executes Adam in the same way Adam had killed their man. The remaining group members, Jennifer, Darius, and Lewis, are led to another part of the cave to serve their prison sentence. Lewis foolishly tries to escape. In response, Venable blinds him with hot metal rod and throws him into the pit of darkness. Just as Darius is about to be punished, Jennifer steps in. She tells everyone it would be silly to hurt Darius. She points out that he has skills that can help their group. This makes everyone stop and think. Next, they ask Jennifer what she can do to help. Without hesitation, she offers to be a wife to one of the men in the group. This surprises everyone, but it also gets them thinking. After a little while, both Jennifer and Darius are allowed to join the group. They promise to do their part and help the group. This marks a big change for them, but they are ready to face this new way of life. Once on the surface, Darius is welcomed by other members and is given tools signifying his acceptance into the group. Jennifer is taken to Venable's house where she learns she will become his wife. She pretends to be content with the situation, leading him to bed. The tale swiftly moves back to the current day. We see Jennifer's father, Scott, and he has a strong will to find his lost daughter. He's willing to do whatever it takes to find Jennifer in this challenging task. He isn't alone. Some kind-hearted people from the town decide to lend a hand. They want to help Scott because they understand his pain and worry. They start their search with a small clue. Someone from the town shared a piece of information that Jennifer and her group were seen heading into the woods. Holding on to this clue, they began their journey through the dense forest, which is unknown to them. The forest, however, is not a safe place. It's filled with dangerous traps. They come across one such trap, but Scott, with his quick thinking, manages to avoid it just in time. However, his companions are not so lucky. They get caught in the trap and Scott is left alone. But Scott does not lose hope. He decides to keep going. He pushes forward, all alone in the dangerous woods, driven by his love for his missing daughter. Not long after, Scott unfortunately finds himself captured. He's taken to the Foundation's camp. It's here that he spots a familiar face. It's Darius, someone he recognizes, but it's clear that Darius has changed. He appears fully adjusted to this new life within the society of the Foundation. Scott finds himself in a tricky spot surrounded by members of the community. Hoping to cause a distraction or maybe even scare them away, Scott lifts his gun and fires several warning shots into the air. But his plan backfires as an arrow suddenly pierces his arm. Surprisingly, it's Jennifer who shot the arrow. She maintains an emotionless face, playing the part of a loyal member of the community to deceive Venable and the others, planning a potential escape for later. Venable, who's in charge of the group, is quick to make a decision. He says Scott is guilty because he came into their area without asking. Right away, he says what the punishment is: the sentence of darkness, a scary time in jail. Even though Jennifer had a plan to run away with her father later, she doesn't show it yet and goes along with what's happening. Later, while in bed, Venable checks on Jennifer, asking if she's okay. Seizing the moment, she assures him she's alright and has made her choice to be with him. But when night falls, Jennifer's true plan unfolds as she plots her escape with Scott. During the night, she tries to convince Darius to join them in fleeing the Foundation, but he strongly refuses. Darius, having been fully absorbed into the Foundation's way of life, believes he belongs there. In need of a discreet exit, Jennifer returns to Ruthie, asking if there's a hidden path off the mountain. Being the child she is, Ruthie leads them into an underground route, where they encounter a man. Without hesitation, Jennifer shoots him with her revolver. Continuing their escape, Jennifer and Scott move deeper into the route, seeing dozens of sentenced prisoners wandering aimlessly in the pitch dark. They come across Lewis, who's been severely incapacitated and blinded. Seeing no other choice, Jennifer delivers a mercy kill to Lewis with her revolver, believing his condition would only hinder their escape. As Jennifer and Scott sneak away from the camp, Jennifer is suddenly ambushed by Edith. During their fight, Jennifer and Edith fall between some rocks, knocking Edith unconscious. Jennifer continues her search for Scott, but is attacked by another villager. She defends herself, stabbing him multiple times with her knife. Scott, while searching for Jennifer, encounters Edith, who attempts to attack him from behind. He reacts quickly, shooting her in the head with his revolver. Scott then finds Jennifer still violently stabbing the man she killed. As they regroup, they're ambushed by another villager wielding an axe. However, Jennifer quickly neutralizes him. Their escape is further complicated by the arrival of the townfolks, armed with rifles. They claim to be there to assist them. Suddenly, one of the townsfolk is killed by an arrow, causing panic among the rest, who begin firing their guns into the woods. The group retreats into a pickup truck just as Venable emerges from the woods, calling out to Jennifer, unaware that she has deceived him and is escaping. Safely in the truck, the group embarks on their journey to freedom, finally managing to escape from the clutches of the Foundation. As days turn into weeks and weeks into months, Jennifer finds herself gradually returning to a life of normalcy. Now sharing her existence with Scott, it's as if life has once again playing its soothing, rhythmic tune, where days are filled with routine and a sense of calm. But this peace is abruptly shattered one fateful day when Jennifer comes home to a shocking surprise. She finds her mother cheerfully introducing her to their fresh-faced neighbors, who, to Jennifer's sheer terror, turn out to be none other than Venable and Ruthie. The sight of Venable, the once fearsome group leader, now dressed in simple everyday outfit and calmly sitting at her family dining table, sends an icy shiver down her spine. His well-meaning congratulatory message on hearing the news of her pregnancy does nothing but turns her terror into a roaring fire. Feeling an urge to defend herself, she quickly retreats to her bedroom, arms herself with 2 sharp hunting knives, and returns to confront Venable. She demands him to leave her and her family in peace. In the grip of fear and panic, Jennifer's hand lashes out, a knife cutting through the air towards Venable, but it misses its intended target. To her heart-stopping terror, Venable calmly picks up the knife and Jennifer's mind spins a horrifying tale, her beloved family being brutally butchered by this man. However, her nightmare is just that, an illusion, as Venable remains calmly seated in reality. Deciding to face the situation head-on, Jennifer requests a private talk with Venable. She makes him an offer. She will return to their old home with him, carrying his child, under the condition he will leave her family unharmed. He immediately agrees. The couple walks out of the house together, driving away in a van, but Jennifer's intentions are not as they seem. She's always been a master of deception, and this time is no different. Her true plan is to free herself from Venable and protect her family once and for all. She manages to ambush the driver, causing a collision with a parked car. In the ensuing chaos, she seizes her opportunity and ruthlessly kills Venable, finally ending the nightmare he had become in her life. As the movie draws to a close, it leaves us in awe of Jennifer's bravery and deception. She was thrown into unimaginable situations, but each time she found a way to fight back. From her escape from the Foundation to her final confrontation with Venable, she demonstrated a remarkable strength of spirit. Jennifer's story serves as a reminder of the human will to survive and protect those we love, even in the face of utter darkness and danger. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.